Warzone just added some of the best camos in their Season 6 update. And the best part is that they're all pretty easy to get and they actually look amazing in the game. Some argue even better looking than Interstellar. In today's video, we're going to walk you through how to get these camos, add some tips and tricks for some of the harder challenges to complete in order to help you unlock your favorite camos from this video to enjoy your Season 6 Warzone grind. And as this video goes on, each camo is going to get better and better. And that being said, let's get into the first camo of the video. It's going to be named Peaks and Valleys. And where that's going to be located is going to be on the DTIR 3006. And all you have to do to unlock this camo, it's pretty basic, is going to have to level the gun up to level 14. And then once you get there, you're going to have to get 10 operator kills while using any scope attachment with the DTIR. So what I would recommend for the fastest way to complete this challenge is by going into an MW3 multiplayer match, either a small map mosh pit or a hardcore, and use this loadout and just go to town and get 10 kills with any of the scoped attachments. It's pretty simple. And if you do not have MW3 or you did not buy the game and all you have is the free-to-play Warzone, then I would recommend going into a plunder quads game and just getting as many kills as you can with the DTIR. Fun fact for this one, if you actually get it down with the static or your secondary, but you get the full kill with the DTIR, that will count as a DTIR kill, just to make it a little bit easier so you're not limited to only using one weapon. And before we continue on with this video, I want to show you guys one thing, just to make this a little bit easier and more organized for you guys. And most of you should know this, but for the ones that do not, if you go to the camo that you were trying to unlock and you actually add it to your track challenges, when you're in the game, you will actually be able to check how much progress you have done in that challenge by clicking start while you're in the game, and it'll show you what you need to do in order to get that challenge complete. So this is just a more simple way to kind of know exactly what you need to do, and especially some of the later challenges that we will be getting into in this video. It's just nice to know when you're in the game exactly what you need to do, because sometimes you lose count of whether it's operator kills, zombie kills, so on and so forth. So that's just a fun tip to help you out. And now let's move on to the next camo. And this next camo is going to be called Highs and Lows, and it's also going to be located on the DTIR, and it's going to be leveling it up to a level 14 as well. And once you have this gun level 14, all you need to do is go into a zombies game and get 50 mercenary kills. If you don't know how to get a lot of mercenary kills, there is a few ways to actually do this when you're in the zombies mode. You can either find a convoy of the 3 trucks that are just driving around in the street, and if you don't find the convoy, you can either go to any of the tents or camps on the map, or if you really want to, get a stronghold key card, a mercenary stronghold key card, and go to a stronghold. And once you open up that, there will be a lot of mercenary operators to kill there. So there's a few ways to get this done. This one's a little bit more time consuming, but you should be able to get this done within 10 minutes of a zombies game if you know what you were doing. So this is another pretty basic camo, but I do like this one a little bit more than the green. I find that it just pops out a little bit more. But either way, let's move on to that third camo. And for this next one, it is going to be called Starlight Star Bright, and it is also going to be located on the DTIR 3006. And then depending on what you have unlocked, whether it's MW3 or just free-to-play Warzone, you can go into a multiplayer game and get 15 operator headshot kills, which you can probably play the hardcore mode of the small mosh pit and just kind of aim towards the head. If you were aiming at the head and you kind of just pre-fire that, people will kind of walk into your sights and all you'll take is one bullet, so you kind of just center around that. And just like I said for the other challenges, it works exactly like this for this one. All you're going to have to do is go to a plunder quads and down them with any weapon of your choice. It does not matter. And while they are down, if you finish them off with a headshot, you will actually get the headshot for your DTIR, and that should make this challenge go by pretty quick as well. And now that we covered the first animated camo of this video, we're going to get into the second one, and it's going to be called Troubleshoot, and this is going to be the last camo located on the DTIR as well. And this camo is going to look exactly the same, just in a different color, just kind of like what we just did with the other ones. But this one is also animated, and it's going to be unlocked by going into a zombies game under the zombies mastery tab. And once this gun is at a level 19, all you have to do is get 10 disciple kills with the DTIR. So now I recommend bringing in either a legendary tool, a rare tool, it does not matter, any of the tools to make your gun stronger. On top of that, with a pack-a-punch. And then once you have your gun pack-a-punched and leveled up, what I would do is go into the zombies game and go to a level 2 outlast mission. And once you have grabbed that outlast mission, you're going to run over to it and kind of activate it and start that contract. And around either the 30 to 50% mark, once you're kind of in that range of the mission, what I was doing to spawn as many disciples as I can is I noticed that they were spawning at around the 30 to 50%. I would run out of the mission so the percentage would start kind of working its way down. And as it was working its way down, I would get disciple kills because they would spawn in. And after I got, 1 to 2, maybe 3 disciple kills, I would go in and get that percentage up to 50 to 60 or 70, anything around that again, starting from that 30 to 50 range, sometimes 70, and spawn them in and just do that over and over and over again. Make sure you do not complete the contract. And if you do that enough times, you'll have enough disciples to get the kills with. And if your gun is pack-a-punch, they will be easy kills. and this is a very easy unlock for another animated camo on the DTIR. And now we're moving on to a brand new weapon that was just added into Warzone Season 6, and it's going to have 4 base camos on as well that we're going to be talking about. It is the Cast-Off LSW LMG. Now, this was just added in Warzone Season 6, and if you go to the 4 base camos, the one on the farthest right is going to be called Shifting Legacy. Now, this Shifting Legacy camo is pretty cool. It's animated as well, and all you have to do to get it is get the Cast-Off LSW to a level 17, and once you are at a level 17 with this weapon, it is pretty self-explanatory. It is get 10 operator double kills with the Cast-Off LSW. Now, the way I did it was going into a multiplayer game and just kind of playing passive for that first kill, and then once you get that first kill, that unlocks that 3 to 5 second window to get that double kill, and you kind of go a little bit of aggressive on that, or someone tries to slide on you to trade their teammate's kill, and it's pretty easy from there. Now, it's not going to be the easiest if you're not the most talented. If you're not the most talented and you're really struggling in multiplayer, you can use some teamwork and some plunder quads, especially if you have a squad. It just works the way I was kind of telling you before. If you get people down and then you finish both of them off with your LMG, you will get a double kill in that sense. So you can do it a couple different ways. I would recommend the multiplayer way because it's probably the fastest way to get this done. If you do have that, either the small map mosh pit or the hardcore small map mosh pit will be the best playlists for you. And now another animated camo called Pixel Perfect. It is also going to be found on the Cast-Off LSW, and if you get this gun to a level 17, you are going to be able to get this animated camo by getting 250 kills with the fire damage on the Cast-Off LSW. So a big thing for this one's really easy if you have the schematics available for the ammo mod, which is going to be the napalm ammo mod. And if you can actually just craft this and have that you just in your inventory before you load into a zombies game, it is going to be the easiest challenge, and it takes a total of 5 minutes. All you have to do is load into a zombies game, find your nearest exfil, pop the fire ammo into your gun, and just absolutely slay some zombies. Just keep calling the exfil chopper in over and over again. And this would probably be one of the easiest challenges for you guys to unlock a really cool camo on all of your guns. And now that we're done with 6 camos already, I'm actually going to show you guys one more tip slash trick, I guess, of where to find the camos that you are actually unlocking. A lot of people in my Twitch chat have come to me and say like, bro, I unlocked this camo, but I have no idea where to find it because, you know, the UI of Modern Warfare Warzone is just terrible. So the way you're going to do this is by equipping any of the camos that you actually want, so you can equip it on any gun. So you just go to the basic camo. So for example, on any of the ones that we just unlocked, and you equip it. Once that camo is equipped on the gun that you just had it unlocked for, you scroll over to the all camos tab and you click all unlocked camos on the top left, and the one that you actually have equipped will come up first, and it will bring you right to exactly the section that you are in. So depending on the section that you're in, you will find the camo that you have unlocked, and then you'll know that that camo is in that section when you go to all of your camos to kind of find out exactly where those camos are located. It can be a little confusing, but once you kind of have that down, you'll be able to find them a lot quicker. Hopefully that helps you out. But let's move on to the 4 camos that we have left in this video, and they are some of the best camos in Warzone history, in my opinion. And now for these next 4 camos, they are not going to be base camos, but they are some of the best camos in the game, as I just mentioned. And if you scroll over in the main menu to the event tab and you go over to the Purgatory Island one, you see that you get a mastery reward for getting the cloud watching camo if you complete all of these. We'll get there in a second. So in these 8 challenges you need to complete to actually kind of unlock that cloud camo, 2 of them are probably some of the nicest camos in the game, and one of them is called Still Beating and the other one is called Inner Demons. So the first one we're going to be talking about is the Inner Demons one, and the challenge on this one is going to be get 5 operator kills while in a vehicle. So what you're going to have to do for this one is load into a Purgatory Island, which you're going to basically have servers that last forever, like hours or 2 hours, I forget the exact time, and you have all that time to just get yourself into a vehicle and drive around the map. Now, you can run people over, which could be a little bit more time consuming because most people don't like getting ran over by a vehicle and they're going to jump out of the way. Sometimes you can get lucky and just run people over that just are not very aware. But what I would recommend doing for this challenge is actually switching seats to the passenger seat and then leaning out. And while you're leaned out of the vehicle, you're actually able to just shoot people while they're kind of doing whatever missions they're doing. And it is pretty easy. Sometimes you'll get lucky and find a lot of unaware people, but most of the time people are kind of just doing whatever they want. And you can just sit in a car, just leaned out, and just kind of get freebies here and there. And it's only 5 operator kills, so it shouldn't be that hard for you guys. And speaking of the camo challenges, we have another one in the cloud event that gets you one step closer to that cloud camo, and it is going to be called Still Beating. And the Still Beating camo is probably my 3rd favorite camo, I would say, in this video. And it's probably the biggest pain in the ass to unlock. I'm not gonna lie. You need to get 3 operator kills using the terror ball. Now, if you guys don't know what a terror ball is, you're gonna have to go into the Purgatory Island and look for the balls on the map that look like this. Now, most of the time, if the server has just started, they're usually either in the prison courtyard or the prison roof. That's kind of what I have found. And if you are having trouble finding these balls on the map, or they're not prison courtyard or not the prison roof, a lot of the times they fall off to the lower levels of the Rebirth Island map, just kind of on the outskirts, and you're just gonna have to do some searching for them, or just back out until you get a game that you can actually find them kind of in the prison area. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people do when they're trying to do this challenge is actually get the kill and the full kill with the terror ball. All you have to do is get the finish with the terror ball. So when you are doing this, camp near the terror ball until you can get it down, and once you have them down, run over to the ball and either run into the terror ball to push the ball towards them, or you can actually shoot bullets at the terror ball to speed it up and get that full kill. Now, this one could be a very big pain in the ass, as I said before, or it can go really, really smooth depending on how lucky you get. And if you really can't get this one done and you're really desperate, type in the in-game chat and beg someone to help you out. And once you have those 2 camos unlocked, if you want to get probably one of the nicest camos I think they've ever added in Warzone history, it's the cloud watching camo. You just have to go to the events tab and complete all 8 challenges of that event. And if you complete all 8 of them, including those 2 camos we just went over, and those challenges are relatively easy outside of the terror ball one, you will unlock probably the nicest camo in Warzone history, in my opinion. It is very vibrant, it's animated, it's glowing, and it is just the nicest camo ever for how easy it is to get. It is so much better than Interstellar, and it just takes way less time. You can get this done in a full day if you really kind of put your mind to this challenge and this challenge alone. And now for the last camo of the video, but the video is not over. It's going to be Constellation's End, and that is going to be a weapon mastery camo. Now, this one is not easy to get. It is very hard to get because it takes a lot of grinding, and there's a few ways you can do this to get XP. The longer the game that you play, the more of an XP you'll get. A lot of people like to play plunder. That could just be kind of boring overall, but this is just an absolute grind. If you have double weapon XP and double XP, make sure those tokens are popped at all times while you were playing the game to get the most XP that you can get. But a preview of what it looks like is going to be like this. I have this on the static right now, and I am grinding to get it on other weapons. And yeah, so that is the 10 best camos, in my opinion, they added in Warzone Season 6. And before you go, they also had a lot of stuff that they added to the Battle Pass. If you were a Battle Pass buyer and you look through the Black Cell blueprints, there are blueprints on the DTIR, the Cast-Off, the WSP-9, the BP-50, the SVA, and the Longbow. And on top of the Black Cell blueprints that you get from the Battle Pass, the regular blueprints that you just get in the sectors, if you look throughout the sectors, you also get an HRM9 that looks pretty dope, a RAL LMG, a BAL 27, a RAM 9, a Renetti, a Car 98, and an STG, and a bunch of other blueprints that look really dope, and they are animated and they glow as well. So let me know what you guys think of the Battle Pass stuff and the Black Stealth stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of all the camos that you can unlock in Warzone Season 6. If you guys did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe on the channel, and as always, guys, it's been your boy Crowder. I hope I was able to help you out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.